Yeah. Empty bottles of red wine laying on the floor from last night. We got a little drunk, yeah. Now I'm a little numb. Spending hours by your bedside, talking till it's dark out somehow. Can get you off my.
That's okay. I'll just do it on this phone
Okay.
since it's already set up.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get started then.
All
Today
right.
is Relationship Saturday, y'all, and this is Snack Hackle Talk. And I am your host, Lacey.
This is Monica.
And I have a topic for you guys. I guess it could be personal for some of y'all. I'll give a small scenario on that topic. That topic, Monica, it came from our original book.
Wait, it came from where?
It came from our book.
Oh, okay.
It came from our book that from when we first started writing our topics. So yeah, I was trying to figure out what to talk about. And so that's the topic that I came up with. Uh when to say I do is the topic. Is it safe to marry? Is the subtopic. Okay.
Okay.
Now, the scenario that I have for that is just basically one of the partners is in debt, has children, uh, possibly paying, one of them might be paying child support. Is it safe to marry? Okay, that's why the topic is when to say I do. Yeah. So it says, my partner and I are thinking about settling down. I am debt free, but my partner is not. My partner is in debt with 2 houses, 2 kids, and pays child support.
Damn.
Is it safe to marry? Well.
Wait, say all of that all over. Okay. The partner is not debt free. Hell no. Hell to the no. Because you are
how did
setting yourself up for failure. That's
how
the
did I
only
know?
way to put that.
How did I know you was gonna say that?
Because, I mean, it's one thing to be in debt, and then it's another to be drowning in debt.
Yes,
Because
I agree.
you, baby,
And
you setting yourself up for failure with that one.
yes. Now, my question with that whole scenario thing is how well do you know your partner? You
That
know,
part.
besides his debt or her debt, because women are paying child support too.
Yes.
So besides the debt that your partner has, uh, and the 2 kids that they have to support, the 2 houses that they are in debt of, how well do you know them outside of that? Is the question to determine if if it's safe for you to say I do, if it's safe for you to marry this person, you know. And did you know all that about your partner before you got with them, or is that just something that came up when y'all started discussing settling down?
Oh, yeah, I thought I pushed it. I'm not even in a hurry.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, that's the hell to the no.
I I would have to say no to that too, because now I'm not gonna say y'all need to break up since you've been dealing with it, since you was dating this person while they had all this going on. But to say I do while all of that is going on, is that partner marrying you for the right reason? Because if you're not in debt, but
Exactly.
they are,
I mean, you can help them get out of that. You can help them get out of that situation if you choose to. But as soon as you marry them, their debt becomes your debt.
so true. That is so true. Um, Not to put my business out there, but this news is old news because it's not the same as today. But my husband, he's older than I am. So when we decided to when we was getting everything together uh and we got married, I didn't know everything as which I told my story. Like I didn't know my husband when he asked me to marry him. Okay, so I said I will on a whim, on a hope and a prayer. You know what I'm saying? And took that leap of faith. But I did not know him. Now, once we got married, he had debt that I didn't have any clue about because I was fresh, not too long out of high school. So I didn't know anything about being in debt. But once we got married and we got our own place and everything like that,
Mm-hmm.
like you said, all of his debt became my debt. And the debt that he had,
Yep.
kind of like this one, like he had an apartment, because he was 3.5 years older than me. So he had an apartment before. So and I think he roommate with some other guys, and the other guys got him evicted by not paying their part of the rent. So with that, I had inherited his debt. It made it hard for us to get an apartment. Yeah, we got the apartment, but we had to pay extra because of it. You know what I'm saying? And then when we moved into a house, when we moved into our first house, uh the utilities, he had utilities before. I end up having to inherit his old utility bills, you know, unknowingly, because I had to show proof of why my name was different. Then you get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
once I had to show them my marriage license as to why I had two last names and stuff like that, baby, that debt piled on there. I was mad. So I had to pay off his old
Yeah.
water bill, his old gas bill, his old light bill, because I had already set up through the companies and stuff like that. But once we got that taken care of, okay, we was over that hurdle. But when you're trying to marry somebody, that's something that a lot of people have to think about is the debt that they'll be taking on with the partner that they take.
And a lot of people don't take that into consideration.
I mean, if especially if you're young, you're not going to know to take that into consideration.
No, they're not.
And then
Because
if
that's the furthest from their mind.
and I know I was
No.
naive. I know I was naive, so I just assumed everybody didn't have debt just like I didn't have debt. You know, I didn't have any bills whatsoever. So I just assumed that he didn't have any bills. You know, and being now that we're of age, now that's something to think about if we ever get remarried in life to someone else, is the debt that that person that you take on is going to bring. I mean, that's the main thing that I was thinking about. Um, Now, one main thing that a lot of couples don't consider when they're trying to marry is making sure it's not just about the debt, because a lot of people are marrying for money that they all they concerned is what you got in your bank account. They're not concerned on what you got on your back, what you carrying on your shoulders. You know what I'm saying? So taking all of that into consideration and the strain that they can put on a marriage at the beginning, I think that's probably why a lot of marriages don't work out at the beginning and they get divorced so soon, is because they finding out a lot of stuff that they should have found out before they said I do,
Yeah.
in my opinion. And
I
so
agree. I agree. And you know, before people get married, a lot of people have on a mask, and that mask doesn't come off until after they have said I do. I've said that many times. That's
Right.
just like when they, before they move in together, people have on that mask, and it's not revealed until those layers are peeled back.
Yes.
And it's the same thing with a marriage. A marriage has many, once people get married, those layers start to peel off. Just like finding out about people's debts, finding out about whether a person would cheat or not, finding out about whether how good they are with finances, finding out people say, hey, I can cook a 5-course meal. Finding out, you find out everything about somebody once you move in with that person and once you marry that person. That's when you find out who that true person is, because a
Yeah,
person can only keep up a lie or a facade for so long.
I agree. I definitely agree. I'm gonna cut in real quick. Uh, I jumped in on this live. For those of you that may have joined in on the live, this is Snack Cackle Talk. I'm Lacey. I am here with Monica, and our topic today is when to say I do. Is it safe to marry? And the scenario that I gave is that one of the partners is in debt, has 2 houses, 2 kids, and pays child support. Is it safe to marry that partner? And I have started a new live that I learned to start, which is through my Instagram, Snack Tackle Talk. So if y'all are on Instagram, y'all are more than welcome to join in, comment if you want to. I am still here on Facebook as well as YouTube. I just want to put that out there. And if you haven't done so already, y'all go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment to the page. This is Relationship Safe. Okay? But like we were saying, like getting to know your partner is very, very, very important. There are a lot of people that, like myself, jump in feet first without knowing their partners before they say I do. And then you're stuck with the hassle of their debt that you did not know you would be stuck with. So how do I wish I could talk to couples that have been through that situation besides myself that can kind of give insight on how they tackled that situation and still stayed married.
I couldn't say.
You know what I
But
mean?
it would be different if I had known about it beforehand. But I mean, because then I could have prepared myself. But for me to find out after the fact, then no. Because you try to deal with it, and then the things start to compound, and it just becomes overwhelming, and then it's like, you know what, I can't do this, I cannot do this, this is destroying my credit. When I came into this, I didn't have all of this debt, all of this was not mine, all of this is yours. And then even after you divorce and leave that person, you still have to fight to get your credit back.
Yeah, I agree. And it takes years and a lot of money. It takes years and it takes a lot of money to
And you
try to
have to
get out of that hole.
prove to these people that it's not yours.
Yeah.
You have
And
to
it
send letters
and
and everything to creditors, explaining to these people that this debt belongs to this person and that you're not divorcing this person to get out of owing this debt. I've been through.
right. 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 And it makes it hard for people to file their taxes as a couple when they're having to carry the debt of their partner. And I think that's why, well, like years ago they started that opt out where that you have to sign that form, fill it out, and opting out of having to have to pay for your partner debt. Listen, his social security is not my social security number. We have 2 separate social security numbers, whether we're married or not. If we file our taxes together, do not penalize the entire party. Penalize the portion of the taxes that should be penalized.
Right.
They're able to separate it. You shouldn't have to fill out a form for them to separate. They're able to separate because they know who the debt belongs to.
And then if you file them together, you have to file an amended tax return. which takes even longer to get your tax return.
And extra money.
So
And extra money. So
No phones in the club, man.
now,
Look at the Wi-Fi.
I'm on a Bobo. Come here. No, I'm on a podcast. No, come here, Bobo. Come here. Come here. Come here. Okay, people. This is Bobo.
Hey, mom.
That's my co-host.
Hey,
Well, actually, she's the host. I'm the co-host. This is Lacey.
Oh, y'all
And-
on some kind of fun.
No, yeah, well, we're doing a podcast,
Oh.
and the topic today is when to say I do. And what we're doing right, you,
When to say I do?
yeah. But right now we're talking about people and their debt.
In their debt?
Their debt.
Money?
Yeah.
Oh, you shouldn't get married if you got debt.
Exactly. I said the same thing
I mean, why would you do that?
because you're messing yourself up, right?
Because money is one of the reasons people get divorced. So you
The
start
main.
having the negative already in debt. First of all, you shouldn't even be thinking about getting a woman or a man if you're in debt. You need to be getting yourself together.
Boom.
Because a man, and I put all the responsibility on the man, first of all, and I teach my daughters that. First of all, you need to meet a man that's got his own. He got to have his own car, his own bank account, his own place, his own aspirations and dreams, and not just be telling you what he wants to do. He needs to be doing it already. You, a woman, cannot help a man. You can kind of be there with him when he's going, but if he has no drive and motivation, he's not going to do anything. If he's motivated, he's going to do it whether you're there or not. So him telling you, I want to be a fireman, but he ain't got up off that couch to do nothing to be a fireman yet. All right? Leave that man alone. Because a man that's really chasing his dreams and doing, he's already in the process of doing that when he makes you. But if he does not have no money and he's in debt, I'm not saying he has to be a millionaire. I'm not that. But I everything in life I've done, I prepared myself. So in life, I'll always be able to take care of me and mine, and whoever, my wife, my kids, anybody. But the thing is that if you're starting out in debt, you already starting at the ground floor. And to say I'm going to be there with him through thick and thin, and once he get on his feet, we're going to be. When that man get on his feet, he's going to leave you. He's going to leave you. Wait till he's doing something. See, the difference is some women will get with a man when they started out. He'll be broke and they'll work with him and he'll grow and he'll do good and everything. Yeah, but you still roll the dice on if that's going to work or not. Because once he get on his feet, really now what does he need you for other than what? Because he's got what he needed from you. The thing I'm seeing right now is a lot of women that have their own, a lot, getting with these jokers that don't have anything. You think you're helping him. You think, oh, I'm going to invest in him and bring him up. When he get on his feet, then why is he running off going to get with somebody else after you, this creation that you created? I will say this, and it has nothing to do with race per se, but I'm being real. I mean, I love sisters. I'm pro sisters. I am that. No, not that I won't date outside my race. It's just that I just love what I love. But I do see this. You have some of them on the other side of the fence that'll start out with him knowing he doesn't have anything, and she'll invest in him. She will. But some of us want you to already be there. They want you to already have it all when you need it. So if I got it all, and if that's why you're meeting me, then what do I need you for?
That part.
What I really need a woman for has nothing to do with money, and it has nothing to do with sex, actually. It has something to do with the fact that I need somebody to be loyal. I need somebody I can vent to. I need somebody I can go to when I don't have no friends. I don't have homeboys. So the closest somebody that's going to be for me would be my woman. That's it. I don't really need friends. But you have to, back to the subject at hand, you have to have something. You got to build from something. You have to have something to build from. No money in debt, man, that's a bad sign.
Right.
It really is. Get
too many ain't got.
ma'am.
I said he had too many ain't got.
Yeah. It's just you have to at the end of the day, it's like this. Seriously though, before you can start to date or even think about dating or getting a girlfriend or boyfriend, you got to clean yourself up. You have to have established yourself. Period. There's nothing more beautiful to me than a woman that has herself established. But there's nothing more interesting to me and loving to me than to see a brother that has himself established. Because y'all look at us as being the ones that are more than likely not established. Not all of us out here in these streets doing this and this. Some of us got degrees. Some of us are professionals. Some of us out here have earned the right to be called doctor this, lawyer that, this and that. But also, the last thing I'm going to say is this before I get away from it. Sometimes we get established and we become well off and we go into what's called arrogance, especially us as men. Because now I'm the SHIT. I got it. You should be sweating me because I got it. But you know what?
Women do it too.
Ma'am?
She said women do it too.
Yeah, but we really do it because now we know that. Here's the thing. There are more free women out here right now than there are free men. Everybody know that we getting locked up by the numbers.
Yep.
Everybody know that most, I'm not going to say all black men, a lot of black men have bad credit. They have jackets on them where they have incarceration. They have this, they have that, they have drugs, they have this, everything. I'm not saying that's all of us. But what I am saying is a lot of women know that that's a large portion of us. So with that being said, back to that last thing, I'll say it again. If he doesn't have himself together, he doesn't have money saved, he doesn't have an account, he doesn't have any of that, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Debt is one of the biggest things that get people divorced. Money issues. It's not education, ain't all that. Debt will get you every time. So that's my spiel. I'm out of here. I love y'all though. Hey, cousin.
Thank you, Bella.
Thank you.
I told you I should have got on my other phone. My speaker is better on the other phone.
Oh, that's okay. Very
Loco
insightful.
is crazy, but he gonna spit some knowledge.
Yeah, very insightful because that background is debt too.
Huh?
I said that background that the person has is debt too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's baggage.
Yeah.
That's a lot of baggage. Definitely. So it's like you got to take it all in and see if there's something that you can deal with.
Yep.
So, what event are you at?
I'm at an annual in Missouri City. I'll pin the room. Hold on. It's not that many people in here, but they playing the game, which is why it's kind of loud. But yeah, it's not that many people.
Girl, I'm talking to you kinfolk right here. She's special, baby.
Oh, I know. I know. Hold on. Let me see if I can turn my camera around. Oh no, it wouldn't let me turn the camera around, but I just get it around. Yeah, this is just the ones that are in the lobby. It's crazier at night, trust me.
Oh, this is just the start of the day.
Yeah, this is just the start of the day. By the end of the night, you won't be able to hear yourself think. Cause baby, last night it was crunk.
Are you still
For a little while I was down here. I ended up falling asleep. I didn't even go to the club last night. I fell asleep across the bed, fully dressed.
Are you still in Texas?
Yeah, I'm in Texas. I'm in Missouri City, Texas. Well, they call it Mo City. It's right outside Houston.
Oh, see.
Oh, I forgot. You don't go anywhere, so you don't know.
I would have thought you was clean out of state.
Well, I'll be in Jackson, Mississippi, the end of June.
Okay.
So you'll have to send me the link on the other phone. Because
Okay.
it has a better speaker, a better camera. So it won't look like this.
I mean, everything looks fine.
Hey, Lotus. Hey.
Hi.
How you doing? Oh, you're beautiful.
For some reason, I'm just glowing.
I see you glowing, girl. Them high cheekbones. I can see all your teeth, girl. You laughing so hard, I can see your tonsils.
I love it though. I like that. Bring all that happiness over here with me too.
Thank you.
She is gorgeous.
Listen,
Is that your sister?
And
since you're
everybody
here,
says that.
Y'all
No.
look alike for real. Y'all
we
best friends?
Yes.
we
Oh, you know when you start feeding people, you hang around them long enough.
listen, and we act like too.
Everybody asks, are we sisters?
Listen, since you're here, I'll ask you on a female standpoint.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if a spouse is in debt, okay, in debt, 2 houses, 2 kids, and paying child support, is it safe to marry?
In debt.
I wouldn't say so. We need to have a whole expense report. We need to know how much is coming in and how much is leaving out and how much it is for y'all to have leeway when you go play, because we love to play. And we need to know how much leeway that's going to be. And then we need to know relationships with these baby mamas, because, you know, you got some HCBMs, high conflict baby mamas. So we know what the relationships are, and then how would you filter into that, and how do you factor into that? Is it going to be drama? Because you got 2 different type of women. You got a baby mama, you got a mother of your child. Your mother of your child know how to act. She co-parents. The baby mama just ignorant, trifling, and all that. So we don't want that. So we need to factor in all of those things before we even take that step. So yeah, that's a lot to chew, and you need a lot of liquor to swallow.
Oh.
No, for real. That part right there.
But hold on, I gotta go back to the game.
Listen,
Thank
you don't even
you.
drink. So what are you talking about? That part right there. You don't even drink.
No, I'm talking about the other part. Listen, some of this stuff be making me want to drink. It be want to drive me to it.
See,
That part.
I told you. Yeah, debt. No, debt. That's. It's like he's drowning and he's pulling you down with him.
Yeah.
Like he's coming to you to save him, but you can't. He's gonna pull both of y'all down. So no.
Listen, that's a Jack and Rose situation.
Yeah.
Jack and Rose.
Yeah.
Jack already knew he was gone. He had to learn when to let go of Rose.
Yeah.
But the crazy part is that Rose was still trying to hang on, even though Jack
the
couldn't
roles were
offer her.
reversed that time.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that's a definite no. That's a hell to the no. You knew my answer when you threw that debt and shit. Hell no, I have my own shit to deal with, let alone somebody else's. He coming. He didn't come with 2. You know, you have 2 bags that you're allowed on on a trip. He came with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And it's just in 2 houses. So is that 2 baby mamas? Or 2 ex-wives?
That would be a good question. So I mean, it's like he's paying the mortgage for the 2 houses. Oh wait, is it 2 baby mamas or 2 ex-wives?
That's what I'm saying. Is that 2 baby mamas or 2 ex-wives?
It seemed like it would be 2 ex-wives if you paying for 2 houses.
Let me tell you something. If you was married once and it didn't work out, that's a question within itself. But if you was married twice,
then you're the problem. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying about the different layers that don't come out until it's too late.
Yeah, unless you one of those guys is just like the girls, they attract a type, like our friend Trey. He has a type that he attracts.
No, he has many types that he attracts. He has many types.
I can see why your marriages are not working is because you keep attracting the same type of person.
Yeah.
But and if you are the one filing for a divorce, then okay, I can overlook it being your second marriage, second divorce. But if she is the one filing for the divorces, both times it's the woman filing, then that's a no for me.
Yeah.
I'm probably not even gonna date you if you've been divorced twice. Now, if we just friends and it's just sexual, then that's probably all it's gonna be.
Well, look, I've only been married once, and I don't see it happening again.
I mean, even for myself, I need me a break until I say I'm ready.
Yeah. I'm not saying that I had a bad marriage. I'm not saying that at all. I just don't want to go back through it again. There was no abuse. Let's get that out of there. No, I was not abused. I didn't abuse him. There was no abuse anywhere. I just don't see it happening again. This is not something I see for my life.
Yeah.
I like being single. I like being able to go where I want, when I want, wherever I want, with whoever I want, and do whatever I want.
Yeah, because there's a lot of sacrificing and compromising and winning and losing in a normal marriage. But a lot of these marriages that we seeing, only one is winning, the other one is
Really?
always losing. You know, the other one is always
Serenity,
compromising, the other
come
one is
here.
always sacrificing. So
Come here.
it's not a 50-50.
I'm on a podcast. Come here. You are perfect. You perfect. Get down here. Get down here. Because you done been married twice.
Oh, Jesus. Hello.
We have a podcast, and the topic that we're having today is when to say I do. You have been married twice.
Correct.
So what made you? What was the factor? I mean, if it's not too personal, was okay. Lacey, explain the situation. You're gonna have to listen.
Okay, so the situation is the person is in, the partner is in debt, 2 houses, 2 kids, and pays child support. Is it safe to marry that person?
Mm-hmm.
Would you get with that person?
What is that character?
Well, that is a good question.
They in debt. She said 2 houses, child support, and what else?
And baby
2
dad.
kids. Mm-hmm.
Baby dad drama?
Possible.
Oh, no.
Possible.
No.
So what if there was no baby daddy drama?
Maybe it was 2 ex-husbands.
Don't ignore red flags like I did. That's all I'm doing.
He funny.
Oh.
He funny.
But you know what? Actually, he was married 3 times because he married his first wife twice.
Okay. Well, they tried again. That's cute.
He was married to her, divorced her, then married the second wife, divorced her, then went back to the first wife and divorced her.
Listen, he gave it a try.
He did.
He gave it his best foot forward. Yeah. And today, back in the days, because a lot of relationships can be negative towards men, but it's not like that no more. These women been showing their ass. Yeah. So that is something that needs to be considered. Because baby, marrying knowing that they're coming with that as baggage. And not to say y'all should not get married. You definitely should wait until he gets himself out of debt.
Yes. Oh, the speaker on this phone is horrible.
Well, it may be the drowning of your background, might just be overpowering your speaker. But I can hear you.
Okay. I guess as long as you can hear me, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Lord, please don't. Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Girl, Bobo is walking around here with no shoes on.
He said since he gonna be there for a while, he might as well make himself at home. That's too funny. Well, I'm not gonna let's see. I'm not gonna hold you up.
Huh?
But I started to read from our
Oh Lord. I'm so sick of them damn cards. Them little elementary, middle school cards.
Look. Okay, so I'm gonna read that first. I'm gonna read just one card. It says, "Tell the best place you have ever had sex."
My bed.
My bed, yeah. A hotel. I'll definitely say the best place that I have
But
sex
you
is
know
a
what?
hotel.
I'm not. I'm gonna no. I'm. Let me change that. My car. I done had some pretty damn good. Well, it wasn't my car. It was somebody else's car.
Just in the car. Now, I'm not active in the car. I mean, it's good sex to me, but I don't deliver good sex. I'll say that. But the
But I
hotel,
done some things in my bed, but it was one time in the car. Oh my God.
not even when I was smaller.
I hope my kids don't ever watch this. Because I know
Listen,
they're going to say, Mama, who car would you in? It was
as,
not one of theirs. It was
as
not
you
one of
said,
theirs.
they know what happened.
And they are grown.
They are grown.
And it was wild. Hey, none of them were conceived in a car.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say mine is definitely at a hotel because that's that getaway sex. Because with me being mute, I'm not gonna do hardly next to nothing at home.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me take that back. Let me take it back. That question did say the best sex. Yeah, definitely at a hotel. Yes.
I listen. When you said a car, I was like, what all could she be doing?
Baby, let me tell you. But yeah, I done done some things in a car.
Okay, demonstrate. Okay, this not for us. We shouldn't answer this question.
Well, what does it say?
It says demonstrate the best way to eat the punani.
Oh, hell no. That definitely is not for me.
Listen,
those
with
kids,
precision if you are a man doing it to me.
with care and precision. You left out
with,
care.
with intent. With detail.
No, for real.
If you are a man doing it to me. That's all I got to say about that. Get naked and slowly rub your private part on your partners without penetration. Listen, we're not playing them games. We're not playing games. I'm not gonna tease my man. No. I do any of that, I'm getting some on the first try. Look at your face. I'm looking at your face. Whisper in your partner's ear some nasty, sexy things you would love to do to them.
What?
I mean, that's kind of along the lines of dirty talk, I guess. But I don't know how to do that dirty talk stuff. I've never had to do it. So that's never been a requirement.
Those cards were written by some kids.
But why you gotta whisper it though?
Huh?
I said, but why you gotta whisper it in their ear?
I just don't. I don't. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go through one more card.
That's different. Goes to one.
I know. Okay, yeah.
Okay, no. Go ahead.
I didn't read it.
Huh?
I didn't look at it. Read it.
Okay, yeah, go read it.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, you're reading my card.
Okay. It says, if you are a girl, surprise your man with a masturbator sleeve and then use it on him at the first opportunity.
What?
What in the?
What the hell is that?
I don't even have my phone to work what it is. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna find out. If you are a guy, surprise your woman with a vibrator and then use it on her when she least expects it.
Okay,
Now,
wait. What are you supposed to use on him?
a masturbator sleeve.
Maybe it's the things. I think I might know what that is. Not that I've used it, but I think I might know what that one of those things is.
I'm gonna find out.
I'm sure. I think I know what it is. It's one of those things that they use. That
Okay.
they, yeah.
It
yeah.
goes on. It goes on the penis.
That they use.
Okay. I'm just gonna sit there right there.
I'll show you a picture.
If you are a girl, watch porn with your man and pleasure him as he looks at the images. I mean, I think I would want to be the turn on and not the porn.
Exactly. Yeah, no.
If you are a guy, pleasure your woman while she reads a hot erotic passage to herself from a romance novel.
What the fuck?
First of all, if you're pleasuring me, I'm not gonna be reading.
I didn't mean that slipped out.
Yeah.
My bad. But
Listen,
no.
y'all, if y'all kinky trying to be freaky, those were y'all
Not with
cards
those.
for today.
Not with those.
That was y'all cards for today.
That last one, hell to the nose.
Yeah. Yeah. That's y'all cards for today. If y'all trying to boost y'all intimacy in the bedroom, there you go.
No.
Now, I don't have nothing else to elaborate on the topic. I mean, we got some good insightful things from your side.
Girl, no.
But if I already know you're in debt and we haven't said I do yet, then we're not going to.
We're not.
Not until I feel that it is safe for us to do so.
But you know what did they say a long time ago? Romance for no finances, a nuisance, or something like that.
Yeah. Not gonna be able to do it. Now, if y'all just not hopping on this feed, today is Relationship Saturday, and our topic was when to say I do. Is it safe to marry a person basically that is in debt, 2 houses, 2 kids, and child support? And even if that's just a scenario, but
that's when you say I don't.
Yeah, but if they're just in debt in general, okay, even if it's educational debt. There's
ways around that, but
no,
that you were talking about, no ma'am.
Well, I'm saying that still be cautious, even if it's educational debt.
You be cautious with that, but the debt that you were talking about, child support, 2 mortgages, because it sounds like you were married 2 times before. You paying off 2 ex-wives. No,
that's what that sounds like right there, or 2 ex-husbands. Like you the one with the money.
And you the common denominator. So if you have 2 ex-wives, then you are the problem.
It's like
it's not only the finances, it's your attitude.
You know what? Thinking about that whole situation, it just kind of reminds you of Hallie's situation with her 2 kids and having to pay child support to both of her kids, which she did not deserve to have to do. And that's just crazy because they was really targeting celebrity females and making them pay mortgages and child support and alimony and all that kind of stuff. Like what Mary J. Blige's husband made a good payday, and she had to pay him alimony. So I mean, anybody that's interested in talking to her, Is that something to consider before you go that route? You know, I say yes, but I say yes, y'all need to sit down and consider all these things before just saying I do just because they asked you to marry.
Yeah.
Now, if I had to do it all over again, I love Mr. Wilson to death. I love Mr. Wilson to death. But if I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't be so impulsive.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't have been so impulsive with saying, yeah, I would marry him. Not to say he wasn't a good person of choice. It's just that I was young then, and I just said, yeah, I'll marry you, and I had no idea what I was saying and what I was doing. You know, until the reality hit, and it's like, oh, he was for real. I'm engaged. How in the world am I gonna tell my mama I'm engaged to a man I don't even know his name? You know,
Wait. Hold on. Pump brakes. You didn't tell me you didn't know his name.
I
You
didn't.
told me you didn't know him.
Yeah, I didn't know him.
And you told me you had a boyfriend at the time.
Yeah, and I had a boyfriend. Yeah, and I had a boyfriend at the
Who gets
time.
engaged to somebody while they have a boyfriend and the person they're engaged to is not their current boyfriend?
Yeah, I did that. No lie about it.
Wow. That's
Those of
crazy.
y'all that thought I was innocent, I'm far from it.
All right.
I had to go break up with my boyfriend. That's not funny, but I did. I had to go break up with my boyfriend because I had took on a fiance.
Crazy.
But here we are 25 years later.
Who would have thunk it?
Yeah,
Not who would have thought it.
who would have thought?
Who would have thunk it? Not thought it, thunk it.
That's right. Who would have thought that that would have happened? I didn't. I didn't.
Crazy.
But I'm sure Mr. Wilson realizes that he hit the lottery. I'll say that on his behalf. Are you out of town for the whole weekend?
Huh?
Are you out of town for the whole weekend?
Yeah, I'm not coming back until tomorrow. I'll probably leave here probably about 10, no later than 12. And I should be back before 5. Well, it depends on the traffic, but hopefully before 5.
Okay. Well, all righty then. I'll let you get back to your event.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a nap. Then I'm gonna get up and take a shower and put on my little hippie clothes and go to the party. If I wake up in time.
Well, all right then. Have fun for me.
All right.
All right. I'm going to
Bye.
sign off on here, y'all. Thank y'all for coming. And we will see y'all again on Hot Topic Tuesday. And if not, then again on Freestyle Thursday. Y'all have a good one.
And I'll be there Tuesday and Thursday.
Okay. Well,
All
of
right.
course, I will see you. Definitely.
But yeah, because I got to work.
Yeah. Okay, y'all. Have a good one. Monica, be safe.
I will.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, bye, bye. Maybe we should take it slow. I don't feel too comfortable jumping into something new right now.